What up, everybody? Welcome back to more. What is this? Mutants in Manhattan.
That's what this is.
I think we've made a subconscious decision to just finish the game tonight.
Bleh.
It's just hundreds of teeth.
I'm thinking it's time we remove some of them.
Also,
So,
Raphael's are referred to roaches.
Yeah. So I found out a pretty semi-gross thing. Apparently, Mirage Comics received sexually explicit illustrations from a nice young lady, and where she also sent a letter talking about what she would like to do with the turtles
Who is
way
she?
back when.
Oh, okay. She's
I
not,
don't know.
She's not
It's
nice
just
and
a
young
thing.
now.
Keep spinning.
She's not, no.
Pull yourself together.
I'd love to meet
Fine.
that girl. That's the girl I need in my life.
Bro.
He's eating me.
Why you let him do that?
Get a hold of yourself, man. I owe you a slice. It only hurts when I breathe and move and blink. Pull yourself together. Better late than never, dude. Get a hold
It's like
of
he's
yourself,
throwing up
man.
ice cream every goddamn where.
Gracias, bro. Pull yourself together.
I already told you, but I haven't told the audience about the whole fact that Peter, when they were making the cartoon for the toys and everything, I didn't tell you this part, but he would really push that he wanted darker tones. That part I did tell you. But he would make the voice actors redo their lines when he was actually present, because he always felt like they weren't doing what he wanted, like with his work. He was never going to be happy with that, and he just had to accept his work was for kids at that point, because he wanted toys to be a part of it. Like, he should have accepted that once you said, I guess maybe he wanted to be like Spawn,
Yeah, which
where you
was
could just have a serious comic that's really dark and have toys that sell.
I mean, to be fair, there are plenty of. Oh, I'm getting. Oh man, he has got my shell in his mouth. To be fair, like there are plenty of very non-adult like forms of media, not forms of media, but like things that have like action figure lines and figurine lines. So it's not. But back then, that wasn't really a thing, I guess, in the late '80s, which I feel like it.
I mean, because
had-
everything was kind of campy and funny back then. Like, even Batman was, to a degree, like, didn't get serious until later. Like, Batman was starting to get serious at that point, but he just had to accept that, like, you want toys, and this is how we have to sell toys, because grown men aren't buying toys right now, at least not
not
you know,
these.
to this. Yeah.
Because I mean, those weren't really.
Because most of those were, like, the mouths and everything were made to look like the comic versions, because
Yeah,
that's
they
what
were.
they were trying to sell.
That is, huh? I never know. Oh, I was kind of wondered like why they use such a not good like model for the toys. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as I love like the original '80s TMNT figures, I do have a deep admiration for them.
That went by much quicker than I thought it would.
It still took about 4 minutes. That we had conversation. But I understand because I think he was It shocked me to find out that he had let the license go, like to just like sell it away. Like, I guess he kind of felt like it's never gonna be what I
He
wanted
just
to
accepted
be.
he was never going to be what I'll be. Yeah. He just felt like there was nothing he could do to make it that at this point. Also, another weird thing, he had a bunch of stipulations about, like, in 2007's Turtles, like, when he was asked about, like, stuff, he had some weird stipulations, like, one of the stipulations he had is he didn't want the Turtles to have fingernails. I don't know why, he just didn't want that.
I mean, real life turtles do have fingernails, and let's be real. What he didn't want that in the cartoon?
He didn't want that in the CGI 2007 movie.
Oh,
I guess he didn't want it at all, but when he was asked, like, that was one of the things that
man,
he was very
not
particular about.
Hellas. Okay, because they didn't, but in the original like movie set, the first 3 movies, they all did have fingernails.
Yeah, they had.
And I think they have them again.
In the new movies, yeah.
Because to be fair, like, turtles do have fingernails. Toenails, I guess you call them, but they have nails.
Good old Krang from Dimension X.
Hey, did you hear that? He's a general now. Our little blob boy is moving up the ladder. Which is pretty
I mean, he's a
impressive
self-imposed
considering he
general.
doesn't have any limbs.
I mean, when you lead an army and there is no one else to say what rank you are, I guess you could say whatever you want.
Your brother was just an owl who led a bunch of killers. Okay, let's try it again. Your brother wasn't nothing but an owl who led who led a gang of killers.
That's my basketball special, dude.
So, other trivia about turtles in general, like with the 2007 movie specifically, when the studio approached them to do the movie, like, I don't know if like a studio was like, hey, can we do a Turtles movie? No, there hasn't been one in a while. Or if a writer was like, man, I got this really cool idea, and somebody said it'd be really cool if it was a Turtles movie, or however the fuck it came about.
It exists, that's all that we know.
They said the one stipulation that they had, well, one of the stipulations they had under no circumstance were you to include Venus de Milo or even reference Venus de Milo. She does not. She is not turtle. She isn't canon. Like Kevin and Peter have you know, she is not canon. She is a thing that happened that they are not happy about. And I think that what makes me like a biased Turtles fan. I'm one of the only people who actually still enjoys TMNT The Next Mutation. Why do I enjoy it? Because it's not bad. It's just really dorky.
I mean, for the time, like, all the other shows that came on that network, like in that same time slot, were
Power
of the
Rangers,
same caliber.
Beetleborgs. Awards. Yes, it was the same shit.
Because if you watch an episode of Beetleborgs, it's the same, like,
Goofy,
cringy slash
yeah,
writing. So,
baby.
I mean, you just have to accept that it's goofy. Like, it's just a show that's having fun. Doesn't she end up disappearing on some season and there's no real explanation behind it?
I don't remember because there's only like 3 seasons of the show. It's kind of weird, like, you know, like thinking about being a kid back then, and when a show like went off air, like no one understood. There was no, well, why did that happen? There was no like, true explanation as to what caused it, or like I didn't understand. At least I didn't understand. I ain't gonna say we. I ain't gonna speak for everybody. It was like why, like what caused the show to get canceled? It's like, well, people weren't watching it, and like to which I would always like, well, how the fuck do you know who's watching it?
You know, the funny thing is a lot of the shows I liked as a very, very young child wouldn't have existed if not for TMNT. Like, Biker Mice from Mars was inspired by TMNT. Cowboys in Moo Mesa was inspired by TMNT. Like, a lot of those shows were just carbon copy, but tried to do their own thing, in a way.
I'm still on the air. Yeah.
Craven Dimension taking a nap.
Ugh, that shit hurt. And Raphael just in his shell.
Mission complete. Well done, guys.
Shut the fuck up. I don't like you. I like the green one.
You got that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't got it yet.
Shut up, Nolan. No one likes you either. It's a lie.
I think you
Everyone
have to
loves
do like
Nolan.
50 different stages, like play 50 different stages to get that trophy. You just have to pick any character 50 times. No, so you play as Donatello just a fuck ton.
Yeah.
I have no idea which turtle I played with the most. Oh, okay, so this is... At the end of... Oh, wait. No, it's not that.
Ew.
Yo, Block Boy, your time's up.
This is Craig. Commence the invasion immediately. Looks like it's your time that is up, fools.
Now what, dudes?
Butt sex, that's what.
Come on, guys. Time to get going to the next area.
It's alright, guys. Catch us in the next one with the final act. Well, not the final act, but the second to final act. So until then, out of here. Peace. The next stage is going to be a really fucking weird one, too.